My name is James. This is Coda. Welcome to Clinch Conversations, episode 6, Houston, Texas.
Man, them Houston cars go crazy. And, it blows my mind that Derek Lewis wanted to be on a pay per view and didn't want to fucking be on a card in his hometown against
Yeah,
Waldo. You know,
yeah, yeah. It's wild. Yeah, Derek Lewis. Who knows where we're going? So, what's going to happen with him next? Boy, looked a little. What's the word?
shitty.
Like shit.
I love Derek Lewis, but he didn't look very good.
Yeah, looked like you got paid to lose that fight. To be honest with you,
I
that was
mean,
pretty bad.
yeah. I think it wasn't very Derek Lewis kind of fight. I
Yeah,
mean, it was, but it wasn't. But
yeah.
either
Shout out
way,
Waldo, but yeah,
shout out Waldo for the big win. Definitely took his time, picked him apart, head movement, all that good stuff. Right.
yep.
But yeah, we got us a good card ahead of us, man. And they're starting it off with quite a few good fights, man. First off, you got Juliana Killer Miller, tough winner, fighting Carly Judas, who is the definition of tough, man. I know you're not familiar with probably either of these women. And I don't blame you. Killer Miller's been back and forth. She had a big upset win her last fight out. Was kind of happy to see that, even though she broke my ticket. Carly Judas, just a dominant fighter, man. I mean, she gets in there and she just kicks ass from start to finish. I don't remember if her last fight was a finish or not. I'm pretty sure it was, but I know either way she dominated the hell out of the girl that she fought. It was her pace is pretty damn insane, man, for a woman fighter. She just doesn't really back down. She's very strong. Wrestling is there, striking is there. I'm pretty sure she knocked out she knocked out Cagliari if I remember correctly.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to that. The way that you've been hyping it up to me, um, I'm definitely looking forward to that fight. Now I'm gonna
Yeah,
lock in with that one.
her last fight was Poirier versus Max 3, and that was that card. And yeah, she had a third round knockout, and she was beating her ass. 117 total strikes to 35 total strikes. She did not take her down once. She had 109 of her 117 strikes were significant. She's a hell of a boxer. She had a knockdown. That's when she finished the fight. Killer Miller is kind of a force. She just really doesn't take no for an answer, but she can be stopped very easily if she gets caught. She's been knocked out and finished in the UFC knocked out and subbed, I'm pretty sure, and runs into shots. So it's going to be interesting. I think Carly Judas is going to get a big knockout there, man.
We'll see. We shall see, man. This card's like loaded with a bunch of sleepers, man. This is
Mm-hmm.
definitely, if a casual is watching this from the jump, I think they're gonna see a bunch of fights that they're impressed with, and a bunch of people that they've never heard before. We got Jordan Levitt, the Monkey Man, the
Yeah,
Booty
the monkey.
Monster,
What the fuck? Why
versus
did you call him that?
Yadier Del Valle.
Oh my god, the booty
Uh,
monster is sick,
yeah,
dude. What the
yeah,
fuck?
man. And Booty Monster's 12-3, 2-3 in his last three. He had a submission loss to Chase Hooper, but he did have a sub win against Kurt Hollabaugh.
He looked good that fight too. He did
Yeah,
because Kurt Hollabaugh didn't really get to have a lot of success in that fight, and I get that's a good win. It concerns me is that Hollabaugh is old. Levitt had a long layoff before that fight. Um, I was actually unfamiliar with Yoder at first until the Bulgarian fight, and then I had realized I had actually watched him 3 or 4 times. And Yoder is actually pretty tough guy. He deserves to be the favorite in my opinion. His subs are good enough to counter Jordan subs and takedowns. I could honestly see Jordan trying to work his wrestling in. He may think he's gonna get like a Matt Wyman slam knockout that he had against him against Yoder. I don't see it happening. I think it's gonna be a standing fight until either Yoder takes him down or a guillotine or some shit happens. But I could easily see Levitt trying to take him down and landing right into his guard, getting put in a triangle, getting put in an armbar, getting put in a gilly on the way down, and really it's gonna be interesting, man. I think I'm gonna take Yoder in that one for sure.
yeah. The Yodders, I mean, he's coming off back-to-back wins versus Bulgarian and Connor Matthews. I think if both these guys cancel each other out on the ground, I mean, this could be a
Mm-hmm.
gas tank battle. It could be could be stand up, like you said. I mean, I do not know, but we're gonna find out.
I think Levitt has the power in this one on the feet for sure. Levitt does have knockouts, but I think, like you said, the gas tank is what's gonna matter. Both these guys get out of there pretty early. Yoder's on a 3-fight win streak. I think all of them were finishes damn near. I think the one on Dana White's Contender Series was a unanimous decision. So That gives me a little more hope. I don't remember ever seeing a Jordan Levitt fight go to decision. Gonna be interesting for sure. Gonna be very, very interesting, man.
Then next, I believe we're going into, unless I missed one, it's Phil Rowe versus Jean Paul.
Yep, that's
Yeah,
right. Phil Rowe versus JPL, dude. JPL is a really interesting prospect, man. I mean, that dude really kicked some ass on his Dana White Contender Series fight, dude. And it seems like his bag is unlimited, like a magician pulling a rabbit out of a hat, dude. It just seems like he's got everything in that motherfucker, dude. I mean, and Rowe's got heart, but he just lost that fight to Shokyung Ko, or however you say his name. I probably fucked it up. It's probably something else. I can't remember, but Ko whooped his ass pretty convincingly on the ground, on the feet. And Phil Rowe is a dog. He usually doesn't take that very well. He usually can least find some openings in Counter Strike and like the Angelusa fight, and he just didn't seem to find that against Cole. So maybe JPL being a striker, will end up helping him out a little bit more in the matchup wise. But I think I'm gonna take JPL there too as well, man. Up and comer guy, a little bit more to fight for. Phil Rowe has said a lot of things on podcasts, like he doesn't want to fight certain dudes and stuff like that. So I think comparing that to a guy who will fight anybody and everybody on a path to make money is a bad matchup, man, to be
yeah.
honest.
Yeah, I like this matchup.
And I'm a Phil
Jean
Rowe guy.
Paul's yeah, he's seven. Jean Paul is 7-1 in the LFA, and then he came into the Dana White's Contender Series and knocked out Jack. But then you got Phil Rowe. He's 1-1 in 2025. You look at his losses; he's got some losses to some okay guys. Some like gatekeeper ish type guys. Neil
Yeah.
Magny, Jake Matthews,
Yeah.
Sayok, Hong Kong, whatever you
Yeah.
said. But he also has knocked out Nico Price, Jason Witt,
Yeah.
and Ang Anglusa.
Yeah. My only thing is
Lusa.
there is two of them guys you listed. One, I'm pretty sure is retired, and the other one should be retired.
Yeah.
So it's gonna, no disrespect to Phil Rowe because he is a monster, but he just feels like a younger Neil Magny. He really does. Um, So we're gonna see what happens, but I definitely think JPL. No, look, Phil Rowe can win, bro. From a Phil Rowe fan perspective, Phil Rowe can win. That's a matter of is he gonna be able to dig deep and is he gonna be able to pull JPL into the lower waters in the third round and really drown him with volume because that's the only way I see him beating him. To be honest, I'm not super big on JPL, but the dude's arsenal is there, bro. I mean,
Yeah. He's
the
an
more,
exciting fighter coming in.
oh yeah,
Exciting new guy.
the more you can throw at a guy, the less they can counter with, the better every time. I'm a firm believer of that. So I think JPL is going to edge this one out. Could be a finish. Could really be. I'm pretty sure actually he followed my homie Parker on TikTok after he posted an edit, so that was pretty cool. Shout out JPL and my homie Parker. But yeah, I got JPL here, man. The next fight's got me super hyped, man, because I'm a huge fan of both guys. Both guys bring in a lot. Ramiz Brahima versus Punahele Soriano. I think that is a sleeper for fight of the night if Strickland and Fluffy disappoints. If anything disappoints, I really think Brahimaj and Puna is going to be a war of attrition for as long as it lasts, man. I really
Yeah.
do. Puna is always kind of sat outside the rankings, fighting these other guys who sit outside the rankings, and he's had banger fights left and right, man. And I think that this is going to be a very, very exciting fight for back to what you were saying about the casuals, if they want to watch this and tune in, they're going to learn a lot of guys. I really feel like after 6 weeks of the Paramount era, we may not have any casuals left.
Yeah.
Like it's really getting to that point, man. Because I mean, he beat Medic in 31 seconds in a KO. He beat Veritnikov unanimous decision. He KO or no, I'm sorry, he beat Miguel Baeza unanimous decision. I mean, let's load some more in there. I mean, he's on a 3 fight win streak. If I can get the rest of this shit to load.
Yeah, he's won his last three, two by decision, one by knockout. His last fight, he was able to land 163 strikes
Yeah,
on his opponent.
against
Yeah, and that's
Veritnikov, who just KO'd Nico Price. So that is nothing to just sit there and glance at. He's also been really embracing the tribal aspect of his heritage and stuff. He's been coming out and saying that draws a huge purpose in how he's fighting. Brahimaj is also on a 3 fight win streak against guy. I can't believe people had Austin Vanderford as the fucking favorite against this guy.
yeah,
It's just
they did,
that's
dude.
just hilarious to me, bro. I told everybody that Brahimaj was going to beat that fucker. And Vanderford is too busy fucking Paige Van Sant on OnlyFans, dude. I'm sorry. Like, he's not a fighter anymore, dog. I hate to be that guy, but He can have this third eye tattoo on his fucking jugular all he wants. It doesn't make him a badass. It doesn't. And Brahimaj, I mean, Mickey Gall will knock out in 255, subbed whoever this golf kid is. I'm sure it was a short notice fight. And then he subbed Evanderford 2 minutes into the second round. So I think both guys are killers. I really do. I think they both have that fucking height behind them. They really, and they got the heart too. So I would not be surprised if we see a double knockdown and then both guys get fucking self conscious and try to point fight and it ends up going to a draw or a split decision.
Yeah, I mean, I can see that, dude. I'm really looking forward to this fight. I think this fight, you're right, man. It's gonna be a sleeper. It's gonna be possible fight of the night. It's gonna get everybody up off their couches early in the
But
evening.
yeah, I will be severely surprised if this fight is not insane. Okay, I will be disappointed if this fight is not insane. I think both guys are on great win streaks. One of them has to end. You got to really, really, prove something here to get into the rankings.
Yeah.
So hopefully it works.
Right. And then we're going to into another women's fight. Am I correct? Or is this
Yeah.
next
Then
one?
we got.
Yep.
Oh yeah, this one's got me hyped too. My bad. My wife texted me. Excuse me. Nora Cornell, who I will say, even in her losses, comes to fight. She comes to fight, dude, and she has a lot of heart. But in my opinion, I think they're giving her a mismatch in Jocelyn Edwards, dude. I mean, Jocelyn Edwards is a huge, huge woman for the weight class. She hits hard. She kicks hard. She's got really good wrestling, man. She's number 14 fighting at bantamweight, and I'm pretty sure she KO'd somebody on the China card last time out. Yeah, she KO'd Priscilla Cachoeira. Before that, she KO'd fucking Chandler, and then she also KO'd Vidal. Or I'm sorry, she subbed Vidal. So she's on a 3 fight finish streak. Might be more if my fucking computer would load all her fights, which it's not. But Edwards, I think, fights like a man. To be real with you, she's the size of a man, not Pantera. And Nora Cornell, on the other hand, just coming off a loss. I'm pretty sure she lost to Carol Hosa, which I told everybody was going to happen. Carol Hosa is not just a walk-through fighter; she's pretty much a beast. But Nora Cornell has that. Yeah, she lost to Jacqueline Cavalcanti, beat Cowan, and then lost to Carol Hosa, but pretty convincingly. So I think Jocelyn Edwards, man, is going to come in and just do her thing. Her elbows are a really big part of her game. She lands them on the ground really, really clean. Her boxing is really nice, and she's not scared to take people down. And I don't think Nora Cornell is the force that's going to get her off of her feet and onto her back. So I think Jocelyn Edwards maybe get looking at another finish. I think the odds on her inside the distance may be really fucking fire, to be honest with you.
Yeah, I'm a Jocelyn Edwards fan. I've watched plenty of her fights. She's a banger,
She's a staple at this point in
Just
time, She's been
yeah,
around a while.
yeah. Probably, I mean, never gonna like crack that top five, but fun fighter.
You never know, man. She's what? How old? She's motherfucking. Ooh, I
I think
clicked
she's
too many
getting a little up
links.
there.
She has been around a while. Let's see if I can find her age here. Let me go back and click the wrong thing. Fireball is definitely kicking it a little bit. Let's see here.
She's just another one of those women, that's been like a pioneer in her division.
I agree.
That's just never really, just got there. But still an entertaining fighter. I mean, you beat Jocelyn Edwards, and then you're going you're going somewhere.
So she's only 30. I know that sounds like only 30 sounds crazy in a women's MMA division, but I mean, we just watched Shevchenko send John Wei Lee back. Shevchenko's like 34, 35 years old. So may actually correct myself there, make sure I'm not fucking making the bullet seem older than she is. But I'm pretty sure she's like 34, 35. She's
Shevchenko,
37. She's
yeah, Shevchenko,
37. What the fuck?
yeah,
What the
Shevchenko's getting a little
fuck?
up there, dog.
What the fuck? Dude, I'm sorry, but
Yeah.
I will bet on her again against Natalia Silva. I don't think that bitch has anything for Shevchenko. This will be 3, 4 straight underdog fights that she gets me paid, and I don't care at all. Manon Farrow, Alexa Grasso, Zhang Weili, Natalia Silva. I wish I could have bet on all 4 of them and one fucking ticket. I'd have been a rich man. I'd have been a rich fucking man, dude. I love Valentina the Bullet, dude.
Yeah.
She can fucking punch me in my mouth for $2,000. She can't do no wrong, dude.
Shit, let her do it for free, dog.
Oh shit! Don't let our wives see this. All right, we're both getting our fucking teeth knocked out. But yeah, I got Jocelyn in that fight, man. I really think Jocelyn's a fun fighter to watch in that division. Bantamweight has been kind of lacking, you know. So give me Jocelyn for sure, bro.
All right, and then we're moving into Aiden Corora versus Luis
All right,
Goria Guru.
so let me try it again for you. Alden Corey, Alden Coria versus Luis Gurule. All right, and these guys are both.
Gurule.
Yeah, these guys were actually both on the UFC Mexico card last time. So Coria beat I want to say it was something Costa, and he beat him
Yeah, Alessandro
handedly.
Costa
Yeah,
in his debut.
yeah, he beat him handedly on short notice. Alden Coria is huge for the weight class. He's also Josh Van's training partner, and I've been trying to lock up an interview with Coria for weeks. Hopefully, you see this, Coria. We're gonna get a good clip out of this, and we're gonna get you some clout, brother. Luis Gurule, on the other hand, pissed me off because I told everybody I was like, "There's no way this dude beats who the fuck was it he was fighting, man?
I know
He
he
was
got
fighting."
KO'd by Odin Osborne.
Yeah, I don't know
I
who he was
think.
fighting. Okay, so look, Jesus Aguilar has been one of my most favorite fighters to watch fight and to bet on. I told everybody Jesus Aguilar was going to beat this man. And I listened to the public and I bet on Gurule. And Gurule had the shittiest performance I've ever seen come from a fucking flyweight, dude. I mean, he did not throw anything but a jab every 4 minutes. I'm not exaggerating when I say every 4 minutes, dude. Okay, Jesus Aguilar was the freest money of the night. I had him on one ticket, but it was him and somebody else, and it did not cash. But dude, I mean, Jesus Aguilar is a guy that should not be slept on. But either way, fuck Gurule. I'm gonna be real with you. I got no fucking love for this guy. I mean, everybody. Anytime somebody hypes up somebody like that, and then they come out and they don't even try and they put out a stinker, I am immediately sold on them. I don't care if they fucking lose, win 6 fucking
Yeah.
knockouts in a row. I'm not sold on the guy. That's why I didn't fuck with Steve Garcia like that. But
Yeah, I mean he's coming off back-to-back losses too, so Gurule is fighting
yeah,
for his contract to be
basically.
renewed. So
Yeah,
I'm
basically.
definitely leading Aiden after looking at
Yeah.
these statistics and
Yeah. Yeah,
you
I
know what
think
he's
uh
done.
I think Coria is going to piece him apart. And Coria can grapple, bro. All right, a lot of people did not know that coming into his last fight. Alden Coria can grapple like a motherfucker. Costa kept trying to ride him and take him down into guard like Oliveira does. First off, you're not Charles Oliveira, bro. You'll never fucking be Charles Oliveira, bro. I hate to be that way. You could dye your hair platinum blonde. You could fucking pray to the gods. You're not going to be Charles Oliveira. Alden Coria kicked his ass from start to finish, and until he could, I think it was until he couldn't finish because Costa broke his toe. I'll give him props. He broke his toe in like late first round and still kept fighting, and Coria just finished him. Coria is huge for the weight class. Gurule doesn't have any pace. He doesn't know how to set his pace, and he's not really aggressive putting combos together. So I think Coria is going to knock this dude out in the first round. I really do. This dude is a stud at flyweight, and it's he ends up being really, really that guy. He might end up having to fight his teammate at some point in Josh Van.
Yeah, we shall
I'm
see.
hyped. I'm super hyped for Alden Coria, bro. I really am. And then, so I give me Coria on that one. Gurule, I don't think stands a chance. Everybody's got a chance, but I'm gonna say Gurule does it because fuck Gurule. Don't care if you see this man. Really don't.
I'm gonna ride
Hate to
with
be.
you on that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I say give me Coria. Next we got Ode Osborne versus Alibi Adiris. All right. So this one
Here's
I'm
my
kind of
issue.
torn. Yeah, you go
No,
ahead and start here. You go ahead and
you
start
go
here.
ahead.
Well, no, I
Okay,
got a
so
lot to say. You go ahead and start.
yeah, here's my issue with this fight. Here's my issue really with Ode Osborne. Lost three of his last four, but if I'm gonna be honest, that was a robbery from Steve Erceg. I
Mm-hmm.
don't think Steve Erceg won that fight. I think they want to still push Steve Erceg.
Mm-hmm.
Steve Erceg is a great guy, fun fighter. They blew him up way too fast.
Yeah.
He is. I mean, he's awesome, but he's not that good to be
Yeah.
fighting for a title. I think Ode won that fight.
I do too.
So he's probably fighting for his contract as well against a guy who, went 2-0 in his season of the Ultimate Fighter and then lost his debut to a triangle choke. So
Yeah.
there's not much to go with Alibi, but I mean he's 11-1, and I mean Ode's got to win this fight, man, if he wants to stay in the UFC.
Yeah. I 100% agree with you. I don't know if they'll cut him because of the fact that it was a robbery, but I will say I think Alibi Adiris is also fighting for his contract, man. Because you got to remember He's a runner up. He don't get no fucking contract, man. They kept him involved because of the weight class he's at, and he can create sparks there. But and I will say, Joseph Morales just came right out after that fight and beat the dog shit out of Matt Snell with ease. Okay, with ease. That's the same card I made a lot of money on, and it was a co-main event on top of that. So that loss is kind of aged well. Okay, it's kind of aged pretty well for Alibi. But the problem is if he can't get Ode down, if he can't hurt Ode on the feet, if he can't hold Ode up against the cage, Ode is going to thrive in this matchup. And Ode's older. That's the problem. Is you really want to see him backtrack, and he has not backtracked very much. Like even in the fights that he's lost, he's really came out and showed that Jamaican spirit, dude. Like he does not want to go down. He does not want to take a loss at all. Even if he does get finished, he's still kind of fighting. I with you 100%. I think that was a robbery against Steve Ursig. I think, like you said, Steve Ursig has just kind of been pushed way too soon. He did lose against that Rodriguez cat, but I don't think that Rodriguez kid was very good neither. I really don't know anything that there's anything special about that Rodriguez kid that he lost to, and so he's just kind of a wrestler. He's got some subs, but he didn't really, in my opinion, he didn't dominate O'Day that bad. I just thought it was a little bit more competitive than the judges made it out to me. But maybe I should rewatch that fight just to double check. But I think
100%.
that I think no matter what, both of these guys need a finish. All right, because well, maybe not so much Alibi because Alibi, I don't know. Did you watch the season Alibi was on this season, bro? It was pretty fucking wild what he did to get to the championship fight. I mean, he timed one of the craziest fucking flying knees I've ever seen in my life. He was arguably losing the first round or second round, whichever one it was. He pushes dude to the ground, and in the literally the split second that the dude comes up off the ground and it becomes a legal
Got him.
knee, caught his ass. I mean, the most perfectly could not have timed it any better. It would have been illegal if it was a second sooner. It would have missed if it was a second late. Timed it perfectly. And he's a submission wrestling guy, okay? So that was the thing that got me. I was like, oh shit, this dude has some fucking heart, man. And all them guys that come from, I'm pretty sure he's from Kazakhstan. Let me double check. Kazakhstan, however you say that. I just call it Kazakhstan, so he might be pissed. But all the dudes that come from there, bro, they are some tough guys. Yeah, he's from Kazakhstan. Yeah, because what is his fucking nickname, dude? It's Kazakh Gangster or some shit. I remember it's something that stands out. But I'm biased. I like Alibi Adiris a lot. I think that he poses more weapons here than Ode does. But it doesn't mean anything anymore, it seems like, for Ode Osborne. So this is another fight that I feel like is going to be sleeper fight of the night. If both guys come to fucking bang and both guys are fighting for their job, which it seems like they are,
Yeah.
I'm kind of torn. I'm gonna pick Alibi early because he's the younger fighter. He seems to be the stronger fighter. He's got just a little bit more to fight for. But I would not be surprised if O'Day comes out there and does another performance that's kind of a master class, man. I really do. I would be not surprised at all.
Yeah. I don't know. It's just, yeah, it's a tough fight to gauge. You
I
got this
agree.
guy with so much experience that's fighting for his job, and you got this guy that killed it on the Ultimate Fighter, came and lost his debut, so now he's also
Yeah.
fighting for his job.
The only thing I will
So
say about his loss to Joseph Morales is Joseph Morales had a UFC stint before, and I feel like maybe the nerves got to Alibi. I don't know. He really didn't seem like a guy that gets nerves getting to him, but who knows, man? Who knows? Who knows? It could have just been Joseph Morales, Boppo, I should call him, whatever. He could have just came in a little bit hungrier and did what he needed to do. But I'm excited for this fight. I'm really fucking stoked. This fight and the next fight. Actually, the next couple fights.
I'm gonna go ahead and let you lead into that next fight. What you think?
I had to fix my hair. I was starting to act like a fucking scene kid. She was pissing me off. So Chidi Njoku versus Carlos Leal. Okay, this is going to be interesting, all right? Because Liao likes to lose to old men, apparently, the way he lost to fucking Muslim Salikov his last time out, okay? He likes to get robbed by Alex Morono and then finish two dudes and then get finished by, I mean, literally, he thought he was in a football game, fucking, and then just gets caught by a 41-year-old veteran who then gets put to bed by Uros Medic pretty handily. Liao was very high on. That was my lock of that card, and that card just went so south so fast. But Chitty, on the other hand, Chitty is very dangerous. very early. Okay, he could catch Lee out the same way that Salikov did. He definitely can. I don't know who the fuck to pick here. I have no idea.
I'm leaning. Hey, I mean, both of these guys have experience. You got Chitty that's 25-11. You've got Carlos who's 22-7. Chitty, I mean, he came into the UFC hot with back-to-back knockout wins. Then he had he lost some fights. He lost to RoboCop. He lost to Ola Jacek. He's 3-4 in his last four. In his last fight, he got subbed by Jake Matthews, who's
Yeah,
one of those,
dude, that was a
uh,
live dog for me. I was turned on vacation for that fight. I got up and almost got kicked out of the B&B. I was fucking yelling so loud.
so I really don't know which way to lean in this fight. Carlos is 1-1 in his last two. It's just a toss up. Definitely staying away from this on the betting side. I'm just gonna watch and see what happens.
Yeah, I'm excited for that fight because I don't have a dog in that fight. I'm not a big fan of either guy. Chitty has been in so many fights where he has thrown his best strike and then shit has went downhill from there. I mean, Gregory Rodriguez, he gave Gregory Rodriguez the TN eye off of Dragon Ball. I mean, he gave bro a third eye, dude. And Gregory Rodriguez was like, boy, more,
Ugh,
and then just finished his ass. I mean, that was the worst wound. I mean, he literally had a hole in his
yeah,
fucking third eye
could
area.
see
Gave bro
two
a
of the.
third eye.
Ooh,
Yeah, just one of the most brutal. And Gregory didn't flinch. He didn't stop moving forward. He just literally was like, "Time to die. RoboCop never dies." And so, he's also shout out to RoboCop fight the only guy to knock him out in Bruno Ferreira. I can't wait for that fight. Um, but yeah, it's if I had to pick, and I'm probably gonna be wrong either way because it's how it goes in these fights. I think I'm gonna take Liao because Ijo Kani is 37 years old. Okay, and I just have a rule that my buddy Medina has told me is always fade the older guy. Okay, that is not the same Carlos Liao. I was looking up his age. That is not the right Carlos Liao. Okay, yeah, so the okay. That makes the knockout from Salikov even worse. So apparently Carlos Leal is only 22 years old. I gotta check this out because it does not seem right. It does not seem right to have fucking 22-7. I have fucking 29 fights.
yeah, that's
Born,
a lot of
he's
fights.
he's definitely not 22 years old. He was born May 4th, 1994. So he's fucking
Yeah,
5 years. Yeah, no, I don't know what the fuck Google was telling me, bro. But so he's 5 years
it's like
older than me. I'm
Google
20.
AI, man. I told you stay away from that, man. They
Dude, I
lie
mean, I
all.
think there's just too many guys named Carlos Leal, to be real with you. They popped up 56 for the first one. I was like, that's not correct. So he's 31, or he's 32, because I'm about to be 27 this year. So we're watching an Unk fight, basically. And if I had to, I'm gonna take Leal strictly on. Hopefully he gets back to the program of wrestle fucking dudes and beating them with elbows on the ground and up against the clinch. And hopefully he doesn't get caught with something big. But I think Chitty is a very live dog on that fight. I would not hate anybody for picking Chitty by KO or just the fight to end round one. I think that is a very reasonable outcome.
Yeah. Then we're gonna move into the main card. We got Zachary Reese versus Michelle Pereira.
Yeah, I know
This
we
is
were just talking about the Unk fight. Now we're talking about the Can fight. I mean, I hate to be that way. I've never really thought Zach Reese was anything special, and it's not disrespecting Zach Reese at all. He's just so up and down. And I've never been a Michelle Pereira guy. I've called, except for the Kyle Dawkins fight, I've called very multiple underdog wins against him. Fluffy, Abus Magomedov, all kinds of guys have just had their way with him. And I really don't think that he has been deserving of being the favorite in a lot of his fights. I think that they just give him that because he's exciting.
I think that he was just so wild, so unpredictable that people loved him. People thought that he could just hit anybody with anything.
Yeah.
Getting knocked out by Kyle Dukakis is love Kyle Dukakis, but you know that guy's not really knocking people out. And then he got the
No,
loss,
never.
the knockout against
Mirror Shark.
Fluffy, and he's lost to just lost a bunch of guys that he probably shouldn't have by the way that he fights. And then you got Zachary Reese on the other hand, who lost his debut by knockout to Cody Brundage, but then he's won then he won the next four by
Yeah.
sub, one by sub, one by
KO
knockout,
Julio
two by decision.
Marquez.
So
Yeah.
I do not know where this fight's going, but
He
I
also
would
fought
act.
the house arrest merchant and Cedric Dumas. He kicked him in the balls so bad the fight had to stop. So that was also there.
Leaning Zachary Reese.
Yeah,
I'm
I don't
leaning.
think, as much as I just don't feel confident in either of these guys, I don't think Michel Pereira. He's the only Brazilian I know with absolutely zero grappling, zero wrestling awareness. And Zach Reese has got a really good submission game. So if I'm being honest, I have to lean. They're both only a year apart in age. Pereira's been in the UFC a lot longer. He's fought quite a few more times than Zach Reese. But Zach Reese showed a lot of competence in his last fight against that one guy. I can't think of his fucking name from LFA that does the Donald Trump impression. But God, I had to look his name up. Anyways, he took adversity really bad the first round, got cut open, came in the second, third round, or however fucking long it lasted, and he just showed there was levels to the shit. And I can't remember if he won by decision or if he won by finish, but he made it clear that he was not going to just sit there and be dogged after the first round. He came in and he showed heart, and I will give him that. I very much appreciated that from Zach Reese. All I want is a good fight. That's not necessarily a bad fight if you get finished, but the dude came in there made it a fucking war of attrition. So I think I'm gonna take Zachary's here too. The dude ain't done nothing to wrong me. I don't got no problem with him. Fuck
Then
Michelle
we got
Pereira.
what I think is probably going to be one of the best fights of the night. You got Jacoby Smith
Mm-hmm.
versus Hosea Carl.
So
Um,
is it Hosea or is it Josiah? I don't know which one it is.
I'm leaning Hosea,
Okay, I'm gonna
and
say
I think
Josiah.
people are sleeping on Hosea a little bit.
Well, you
You
know what
know,
his story is, right? You know what happened with him, right?
go ahead.
So he actually had to drop out of his UFC debut to undergo brain surgery back in I want to say 2023. If I let me
Yeah,
look,
because he
yeah,
was supposed to fight JDM.
yeah, he was. Yep, I'm looking at it right now. He was supposed to fight JDM, and his fight week medical scans detected a rare brain disease. He was pulled from the bout. He was diagnosed with moya moya. He underwent brain surgery to reroute blood flow. God, I can't talk this week. To reroute blood flow in his brain and prevent clotting and a potential stroke, vowing to one day make it back to the big leagues. He returned to the regional scene following a surgery, went 4-0 with 3 wins in OCL, which is Ohio Combat League, and 1 win in LFA. Think the dude has the biggest heart out of anybody on the card. I mean, that is a very, very fucking insane story. And
Yeah, I mean,
yeah,
11-0, 6 wins by knockout, 4 wins by submission, and one
yeah.
decision. But
And
he
to
is
fight a
going up
guy,
against a
yeah, like
monster.
Jacoby Smith. I don't know, man. A lot of guys, and it could just be heresy, could be hearsay, whatever you want to say. A lot of guys in the UFC chat that I'm in are convinced that he can pull this shit out. That he's probably one of the best dogs on the card. Me personally, I don't know. I haven't watched enough of him. I'm gonna watch more tape later on tomorrow night, this week, and stuff. But his story is enough for me to pull for him, dude. I mean, Jacoby Smith's a dog, I get it, but I think that he looked kind of vulnerable his last fight out, man. He just seemed to really get a slow start going, and maybe that don't make him vulnerable, maybe that makes him patient. Maybe I'm just being a little hard on him. But he fought Nico Price, and it took him a while to finally sub him. You know,
Yeah. I
uh,
mean, you look at who his since he's been in the UFC, 2 fights. He murdered Preston Parsons, and then he subbed Nico Price.
mm-hmm.
Eight
Yeah,
wins by knockout. But I mean, this could
yeah,
be a hype guy.
yeah,
Very very well may could be just a hype guy, and I think we're gonna
mm-hmm.
find out this Saturday what Jacoby Smith is all about. And I think
He's
that he's got
got
a hell of a fight in front of him.
So he's got 8 wins by knockout, and he's got 7 first round finishes. Okay, one of them was not last fight. Okay, so that's my whole thing. I'm gonna take Jacoby Smith just because of octagon jitters, experience, and he has proven himself against a tough guy. Or I don't know, Nico Price just got finished really bad, so maybe that win doesn't age very well. So it really just depends. But in terms of who's fighting for more, I gotta say this either Hosea or Josiah Harrell Kid, however you pronounce his name, seems to be fighting for a lot more. Seems that there's a lot more on the line for him, and the fact that he's willing to put his fucking health on the line I mean, dude, the one wrong hit is going to probably rupture some shit. I mean, we're having to do a surgery like that, and I hope that never happens. I would never wish that on the guy, but that's some balls of steel shit right there, man. I mean, instant fan to read about that last week and sit here, and then he's taking it on short notice. He was gonna fight JDM on short notice.
I
I
mean,
mean,
brain surgery. We're talking brain surgery, and then your profession is going in there and getting hit in the head for a living.
yeah,
I
getting
mean,
hit
this
in the
guy has
fucking
got.
brain.
I don't know if he's crazy or if he's just so dedicated, but I mean, how can you not pull for this guy? I'm
Mm-hmm.
really am. I'm thinking Josiah. Maybe I think I'm gonna be taking him on my bet and slip this weekend.
I try not to bet on these fights that I get a little emotionally drawn into, but the odds are going to be there. I haven't looked at anything this week, fucking bet wise, so the odds are more than likely probably going to be there. But I definitely will be pulling for him without the funds. I will say that because I'm just going to stay away from that fight. But I will be pissed if I don't bet on it because I already know that Jacoby Smith's going to be an insane fucking favorite. In that it's so crazy. I'm over here looking trying to find some of the odds, and you can bet on the fucking Olympic curling. What the fuck, dude? But yeah, no, I think that would be the best story to start out the Paramount era. I mean, I'm all for it, dude. I'd love to see him sit in there and kick some ass, dude. If he comes out and
Yeah.
finishes Jacoby Smith, holy shit. Okay, so they got the money lines out right now. Let's see what it says the odds are for that fight. I just gotta be curious about it, man. Let's see here. Scroll down.
I bet Jacoby's like minus 1400,
They
something
don't
crazy
even
like that.
they don't even have it on here yet. They don't even have it on here yet, man. That's crazy. Yeah, they're I guess they're gonna wait till later on in the week. Yeah, the lines this week are pretty wild. But yeah, so whenever it posts, we'll update that. Fuck it. But yeah, I'm taking Smith, but I'm rooting for Harrell. I am.
Yeah. I know you're really excited about this next fight.
Yeah, Spivak and Delia, man. I don't know what it is. I've always liked Sergey Spivak, man. Before Tom Aspinall got a hold of this guy, he seemed like the truth, man. He really did. He's a very, in my opinion, I find him fun. He has been very fun his last two fights, getting outpointed by Waldo. And as much as I'm a fan of Waldo, I thought Sergey won that fight, but I'm not mad because Sergey was very content with just not putting out enough pressure and trying to win the win in the judge's eyes. So I can't be mad at it. And then he gets finished by a guy who he just cut for sucking in Jalton Almeida. So and you got Auntie Delia. So he got him fighting the dude who knocked him out's training partner, Tom Aspinall's training partner. So definitely some storyline here. It's a heavyweight fight, and it's sad to say that in 2026 the heavyweight isn't even fun to look at anymore. But this fight has me kind of hyped. I won't lie.
Yeah, I'm looking forward. I'm looking forward to it. You got Ante, who's 1-1 in the UFC, got KO'd by Walter Cortez, and then he won
Mm-hmm.
by KO against Cyboria.
Mm-hmm.
And this one could go either way. I mean, heavyweight is in such a weird spot right now. I
It's
mean,
such
I
a
would,
weird spot.
yeah, yeah. So I mean,
Spivak could take him down, and it could be a wrestle fuck. But I feel like Delia, if there was a guy to do that to him, would be Tybura, and Tybura had no luck with that. So
yeah. I mean, Spivak's got to win. I mean, he's lost 3 of his last 4. You know,
yeah. And the way
and
they're cutting, they just cut Almeida for being boring, and they cut Martin Buday, who was 7-1 in the UFC heavyweight division after he beat Marcus Buchecha very openly, handily. So, both of these, I mean, Delia should be fine, but Spivak, you're right, he's definitely fighting for his job, man.
yeah. Then we're going into Dan Ige versus the Dalmatian Costa.
Yeah, I'm
This is
looking
going to be a
forward to this
fun
fight,
fight.
man. I'm looking forward to this fight, dude. Dan Ige is very entertaining. I really don't know how to feel about this fight, man. Before we get into this, I do got Delia. I don't know if you said who you got. I got Delia for that heavyweight fight.
Okay, yeah,
But
I'm gonna stay. I'm gonna stay away from that one.
hey,
I think Spigbach, but betting
man,
wise, I'm staying away from
hey,
that
that's
one.
why I asked you because we got if we split, one of us is wrong. There you go, big bang. But yeah, no, Ige and Costa, man. I think that there's no wrong answer in this fight. I could see Ige, crafty vetting his way to a points win, and really just sitting there and keeping Milky Zael on the edge of his jab and leg kicking the shit out of him. On the other hand, Costa just fucking spinning head kicked Morgan Charrer in like a minute and a half in his last fight. So I really don't know what
His
is gonna
only
fucking,
loss in the UFC is to Steve Garcia.
and
He's
that's
won
kind
his
of
last
aging.
4.
Yeah, it's kind of aging well.
And then you got Dan Ego on the other hand, who has lost 3 of his last 4, but all
Patricio,
like, yeah, all close stuff. I mean, you look at who he's fighting. He's fought Pitbull, Ron Mofrey, Diego Lopez,
yeah.
Masvar. I mean, Elevov Masvar. And I mean, these guys are assassins. I mean, these guys are
Yeah.
they're all killers. They're all the
He
best
gave
at what they
Lerone
do.
trouble too. He gave Lerone quite a bit of trouble in that first and halfway through that second round. Like I didn't think it was as clear a win for Lerone as everybody else thought it was. And I'm not a judge, but I thought that he gave Lerone the most trouble we've seen Lerone get in quite a while, man. You know,
Yeah. Yeah. I
um,
mean, it's just, I mean, we all love Dan Ige. I mean, look what he did at the Sphere. I
yeah.
mean, it's just,
He also knocked out Sean Woodson, controversial finish. And I'm a Woodson guy, so it kind of pissed me off. Money was on Woodson, but it just would have been a beatdown a little bit later on. They got stopped. So,
that boy built like the Babadook.
oh man, you just put a curse on us. Fucking nah, yeah. Woodson is like literally looks like Tyler the Creator's light skinned brother started fighting MMA. I mean, he is the most weird built guy, and I like Woodson. I don't know why. I think it's the volume, but yeah, Ige pulled the fucking wind out of the fire there, down and reach down and fucking score down and everything. And just a come here, bitch. Let me knock you the fuck out, you tall ass motherfucking demon looking motherfucker. And yeah, so I don't know, man. I want to say Costa should, with ease, do what Patricio did. He gets hurt on the feet, takes him down. We all know I'm a Patricio guy. I fuck with Patricio Pitbull. I don't know it's going to be as easy for Costa as it was for Patricio because Dan Ige does have really good takedown defense. He's fought everybody who's somebody in this division. It's another fight that could be if Milky comes out and he's looking to just have a war, they could be another fighting night banger. Who knows? But I'm definitely hyped for it to be on the main card. I definitely think both guys are deserving of that. Dan Ige should always be on the main card, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Costa after head kicking Morgan Charrer, which nobody had, the odds was like plus 700 for knockout. He definitely deserved a big step up in competition. And they gave it to him, man. They fucking gave it to him. I mean, the dude had a war with Julian Erosa. He had somebody in between Charrer and Erosa that he'd had a really good fight against, and then he KO'd Charrer, which nobody saw coming. So I think I'm gonna lean Costa just because of youth and more weapons in terms of being able to take it to the ground and submitting. But I would not be surprised if Dan Ige puts a master class on this young man. I really would not.
Yeah, I'm gonna lean Costa too. Just I think that he's gonna run into resistance from Dan Ige. I mean, Dan Ige is not gonna just be a slouch. He's going to put
Mm-hmm.
some hands on this boy. But I think in the end, Costa's gonna win by points. I don't think this is gonna be a finish in this fight. Unless if if there's a finish, I think Dan Ige pulls it out his ass and knocks him out.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
what I hope happens, but I don't really see it that going that way. I think
K Ige is about to become 25 K Ige. He just has to get the finish now. He just has to get the
yeah,
finish now. That's all it is.
yeah.
So, yeah, I'm hyped for that fight. I'm not gonna lie to you, man. I'm actually hyped for the last 3 fights of this card. I think that the next one going in, Jeff Neal versus Uros Medic. Everybody's writing Jeff Neal off, bro. I mean, Jeff Neal, I know this is a while ago, beat the dog shit out of Vicente Luque in one of the most one-sided fights I've ever seen. This is in Luque's prime, man. This was when Luque was beating everybody. And I mean, he hit
Yeah.
him so hard he felt like a Spartan death, landed on his knees face first. I mean, Jeff Neal could not be stopped in that fight. This is the same guy that Shavkat had to put in a standing twister to get a finish against. I get the Ian Gary outpointing him. I get that Carlos Prates spinning elbowed him. Who the fuck is standing after a spinning elbow? That's what I want to know. I don't know many guys, even in the UFC. Let's just be real. And Carlos Prates is built like Skeletor, so that bone is gonna hurt, man. It's gonna fucking hurt, dude. Um, I like Medic a lot, and I know I got a guy that's on my TikTok. It's gonna be bad when I don't pick him, but I really think Jeff Neal is the biggest underdog to bet on this card. Medic has been finished by guys that, I mean, for example, Punahele Soriano, who hasn't touched a ranking, I think, his entire UFC tenure. So, it's going to be interesting. I will say that. I personally am leaning Jeff Neal. I would be surprised if Uros lands with that long reach and hurts Jeff Neal, but I really think Jeff Neal kind of is fighting for his job a little bit. And on top of
Yeah.
that, I like his fighting style, man. The dude's got some phenomenal leg kicks. He does not back up at all. Could not work out very well for him in this fight, but Uros has been touched so many times. Even Salikov touched him a little bit before he got knocked out. So there's a very good chance that we see Jeff Neal go ahead and finish the job. That's just my opinion. I wanted to hear your thoughts on it.
I I'm leaning kind of towards the same. I really like Jeff Neal. I like his story. He's recently he's sober from drugs and alcohol. He had a realization is that in his life that that wasn't working out for him anymore. So anybody, that's overcome that struggle, I have a personal connection with. But I mean, he's coming off of a brutal knockout, and he's coming
Yeah,
off, and he's up against a guy that's knocked out his last three opponents. His only
yeah.
losses in the UFC is to Orlaba and Jalen Turner, and Jalen. Those guys are, I mean, those are good guys.
Mick the Big Oral By is definitely a menace, man. Are you sure? Are you sure Puna didn't beat him too? Maybe I wasn't a knockout. Maybe I'm tripping. Let's see what his record says. Maybe I got him confused with somebody else. No, yeah, he got KO'd by Puna in 2025 too in 31
Okay,
seconds. But other than
damn,
that,
I totally missed that.
yeah,
Totally missed that.
other than that was also before that was also oh you fucking bitch, don't you disappear on me now.
And then you look at who Jeff Nils lost to recently, Shavkat, Ian Gary. I mean, both those are elite guys that if Shavkat wasn't injured, they'd be fighting for the title.
Yeah.
But his last win by knockout was against RDA, and
Yeah.
that was a minute ago.
I didn't even know bro fought RDA. That's crazy. That is wild. That is insane. Yeah, that is an insane fucking pool. I didn't even know that fight happened. So Uro should win in terms of youth, in terms of reach, in terms of strength, and more to fight for because he would crack the UFC ranking. But I would not be surprised if Jeff Neal comes out and has a really good fight against Uros. Uros is very chitty, I feel like, and if you could touch him, you could hurt him. Kind of like fuck was his name? Semmelsberger, Semi the Jetty. That dude came in and had a fuck ton of hype, but people started touching his chin. They realized it's not going to end well for this guy if you can connect on him. And I think Medic was even one of the guys that beat him. So, but me personally, I'm going to take Jeff Neal here. I won't be surprised if Orosh wins. No disrespect to Orosh, but I'm taking the crafty vet to get one more win, maybe retire. I hope not. I like to see Jeff Neal fight like to see him fight down in competition for a while. Probably won't happen. They'll probably feed him some more killers. But you know, I'm all for it. He's also married to somebody. I don't know if it's Chelsea Chandler or somebody. He's married to somebody that's a UFC fighter. I don't know. Don't quote me on who it is, but his woman's a UFC or a MMA fighter too. So I fuck with it, man. He's a wholesome dude. They had him the embedded episode with him and Protez. It was really interesting. So but I won't hold no more on that. Let's talk about this fucking main event, dude. This shit is gonna be insane, bro. I mean,
Sean Strickland versus Fluffy Hernandez.
dude,
This
look,
is
Fluffy should fucking win, bro. Fluffy, by all means, should outdog Sean Strickland. But how many fucking times have we seen Sean Strickland walk into a fight and say, fuck the script? I don't give a fuck. I'm going to win this fight. Now, I know the Cannoneer fight was kind of a robbery, but the Adesanya one wasn't. The DDP first fight was pretty damn close. They came out the second one and DDP kicked his ass. But I mean, he's handed belt to ass to Imavov, to Costa. I mean, this dude does not like to lose, it seems like. And Fluffy, as much as I love the hype behind Fluffy, I think this is a huge jump in competition, man. I mean, Sean Strickland is an evil individual, bro. I love him to death, but that is an evil man. That is Satan in a man's body. I mean, he thrives on causing pain. He thrives on saying hateful shit. He thrives on doing hateful shit. I mean, I love the guy, but fuck that dude is a menace, man. And new aspect to add to this fight, Cain Velasquez will now be walking Fluffy out to the octagon. So maybe that killer spirit, that killer Mexican spirit, will give him a little bit more edge because Fluffy's not no bitch. Fluffy ain't no bitch by any means. Fluffy will sit there and he will let you think he's a bitch and he'll just kick your fucking ass. I
Yeah.
think we are looking at, because dude, both these guys are cardio bullies. Let's be real. They're both cardio bullies. We may be looking at a fight of the fucking year, James.
Yeah.
We really might, dude. Like, I am getting bricked up talking about it, dude. Like, this shit is fucking gonna be an insane fight, dude.
No, man, I totally agree. I mean, Fluffy, I mean, what he did to Roma Dolidze in that last fight was ridiculous.
I mean,
Dog walked him,
give me your
embarrassed
lunch
him
money.
as a man and a
Yeah,
human.
yeah.
That's how bad he beat Roman Dolidze's ass. He's also beaten Michelle Pereira and Brendan
Hmm.
Allen. I mean, and look where Brendan Allen's at now. He just
He's
beat,
actually beaten Brendan Allen
yeah.
twice.
And I mean, he's on a run. I mean, he's 15-2 in the UFC, but he's going up against a guy that just finds a way. I mean, you look at Sean Strickland's resume is ridiculous. I mean, he's beat Imavov, Magomedov, Izzy, Paulo Costa, and some of his recent fights. He's landed 194 shots on Imavov, who is
Yeah.
one of the most technical strikers in the
Should
division.
be
He's
should be the next title challenger. Should be.
yeah.
You
Yeah,
know,
he's landed 137 shots on Izzy, hard to do. Landed 182 shots on Paulo Costa. I mean, this guy finds a way to win. I mean, and he puts it on you whether you like it or not. Those volume punches, I mean, they add up. He messes up
mm-hmm,
people's faces in there. I
mm-hmm.
don't believe that. I don't believe the Sean Strickland hype when Sean Strickland says he's going to go in there and kill somebody because because we all see how he fights. He T kicks and he jabs. But I mean,
Hey,
he'll get a
dude, you
hold of
talking
you.
about me with Joe Piper. You better chill, dog. You better chill, man. Sean Strickland's petty enough. He will risk it all, dude. No, I'm just fucking with you. But,
And
yeah,
his
no,
only fight,
I agree with you.
only loss since 2023 was to DDP. I mean, it's
Twice.
just
Yeah.
Sean Strickland. He's that guy.
And, big kudos on Strickland to lose to Pereira and take that as a learning lesson, train with the guy. I thought that was very, everybody wanted to say that it was a bitch mentality on his part to train with a guy that beat him. I think that was the opposite. I think that was him understanding that he was beatable back then. And I'm not saying he beats Pereira now, but I mean, I think he stands a lot of a better chance now. I mean, he did this is what Strickland does. This shit irritates my soul. He gets up on you and he goes, like that right there burns me fucking up because if he just would throw an elbow into these dudes' fucking solar plexus, it would change the whole entire fight, dude. I mean, it really would. And
The
he
way he
wins.
fights definitely bothers me sometimes.
Yeah, he wins. So, kudos to Strickland. But I'm fucking stoked for this fight, dude. I am going to be throwing mail in the wrong mailboxes trying to get off as soon as I fucking can, dude. I mean, I'm sorry about the W2s, fellas. Print that shit out. I got somewhere to be Saturday. It's gonna be fucking insane. My difficulty here is I can see this fight going 70,000 different ways. I don't know who's gonna win. I don't even want to pick a fighter. I want to pick the safe card and say Fluffy, but I'm going to take Strickland. Strickland has my endorsement for this weekend. It may backfire, but I think Strickland is an underdog right now. Crazy as he is, bringing in Kyle Rittenhouse in the gym and all kinds of shit like that just to stir the pot with his fucking teammates. The dude has something in him that he loves to win. He loves to fight more than he loves to win. And as dominant as Fluffy is, Strickland's pretty fucking great at grappling too, man. He's not really been held down. I mean, I can't. He knocked out Brendan Allen, you know.
I think this fight is a tell on
Mm-hmm.
what happens next with Chimaev. If Sean Strickland can handle Fluffy's gas tank and his grappling, then he's going to get on that and wins this fight. He's going to get on that mic and he's going to call out Chimaev.
I think so too.
Because I mean, I want to see that fight. I mean, I want to see
Everyone
that.
wants
I
to
want
see
to
that
see it.
fight, brother.
I think people are sleeping on Sean in that fight, and I don't think they should be. I don't think he's going to get ragdolled like DDP, man. I don't. I really don't see it.
I just can't believe that DDP didn't do anything significantly
I
fucking
thought he
right
was going
in
to be
that fight.
stronger than Shemaev. I thought he was going to be
Chimaev
physically
is
imposing,
fucking. I don't
but
give a fuck
he
what
was
nobody
not.
says. Bro's on the Swedish roids. I don't give a fuck. Fuck that wolf motherfucker. I don't see Chimaev being so like anybody who watched WWE from 2012 to 20 fucking 20, Brock Lesnar is the definition of come on Chimaev, bro. Motherfucker would win the belt, and you would see him fight 360 days of the year. He'd fight one fucking day a year. That's what we're headed towards a Khamzat Chimaev. One of these guys has to save this fucking division. One of these guys has to save this fucking division and keep that motherfucker from holding that belt. It probably won't happen because he's so fucking dominant. But DDP also kisses his coach on the lips. So he was losing going into that fucking fight. And I'm a fucking DDP guy. All right. I love DDP. The motherfucker is the most fucking hilarious fighter on the mic. But just Strickland will say some racist shit to fucking break Chimaev's brain, and then he'll fucking turn the whole country against him somehow. Fluffy, on the other hand, will just go in there silent and fucking probably submit him. I don't give a fuck what anybody says. Give me Fluffy against Chimaev. But we need one of these guys to save this motherfucking division. Izzy's not doing it. Izzy has said outright he doesn't care about the title. He wants a sub. So
No.
we need one of these guys. I need a fucking fight of the year contender that goes 5 rounds and one of them's losing an eyeball and the other one's nose is falling off. And then
Yeah.
I need the winner to go and beat the brakes off Chimaev to save this fucking division, bro. I really do.
I think one of these guys do it, man. I mean, everybody's pushing Imavov as the one that can beat Chimaev, but I mean, he couldn't beat
Yeah.
Strickland. He
Yeah,
didn't beat
I don't
Sean.
know that. Nasruddin shut me up against Kyle. He might pose a
I
threat.
mean, he
He
has gotten
might.
a lot better.
He
Imavov is
has.
no
He
joke.
has. He has, but Kyle's not Sean Strickland. Kyle's not Fluffy Hernandez, and I'm a Kyle guy. He has a fucking tough challenge ahead of him. Ahead of him, if Kamzat ever fights with the bill again. More than likely, we're looking at whoever wins this fight, Imavov, for an interim championship. To be real with you, um, but I'm all for it. Cain Velasquez is walking Fluffy out. I'm so happy that dude's a free man. Give me Strickland just to fucking upset the fans and get us some fucking mentions and interactions and fucking whatever the other word is. Um, you know, but I'm sorry the fireball kicked in a little bit towards the end there. Give me the great American hope, and he's not even that because he's fucking so wild. Give me Sean Strickland to take this dude out, and it'll be by points. It won't be by finish. I don't think it could happen, but I don't think so. Um, try and work this in real quick before we have to let you go to bed, man. We got 2 motherfucking fights confirmed for the White House apparently by credible sources. Gary and Islam pisses me off because why the fuck are you putting that fight on the White House card, dude?
That fight is not at the White House. That fight is the following pay-per-view.
Okay. All right. That's a
Yes.
little more interesting. Dana knew it was up there. Dana knew better than to put that fight at the White House because we were going to see another performance of JDM and Islam. It was going to be 5 rounds of Ian Gary getting his booty ate. So yeah, he might like it. Who knows? But Gaethje Ilya, was that confirmed for White House?
Yeah, that is all but confirmed by the UFC, but these are credible sources. Topuria versus Gaethje is happening at the White House.
It has to. It has to, man. It has to be the main event. It has to be the thing. If Justin Gaethje was to ever solidify his career as a top 5 guy all time, which I think is wild, anyways, I mean, he has to be Ilya at the fucking White House. The only thing that is selling me right now is Ilya just locked himself in the gym for 24 hours on Valentine's Day yesterday. Um, this man was happy and putting dudes in the shadow realm. I am terrified to see what an upset Ilya Topuria does to this fucking division. I am terrified to see what a man with no wife is going to do to these guys. He doesn't have anybody sitting there in the front row and be like, "Yeah, baby, yeah, I'm gonna give you something tonight." No, it's no. I am terrified. It might wreck him, but I think this dude is going to obliterate like 6 straight fighters, except unless their name is Armin Sarukian. He might still beat Armin. I think Armin is going to be his kryptonite, but
Yeah.
I'll be real with you, man. It's not looking good for Gaethje, dude. It
Yeah,
is
I mean,
not.
it is not. But for Topuria to complete the McGregor prophecy, he does have to come back and lose. What McGregor did, and he won the featherweight title. Then he had the interim belt, and then he had the lightweight championship. Then he went away for a minute, opened a liquor brand, blah blah blah. Topuria has
Lost to Floyd.
he's done the exact same thing besides go boxing yet. So I mean,
Yeah.
that's his idol. We all know that he wants to be Conor McGregor.
Let
But
me ask you
I
this,
don't
dude.
think that he loses this fight.
Let me ask you this. This is completely off the wall because I'm gonna move past it because we know Ilya's probably gonna win this fight. This feels like a fight Gaethje could win. Feels like a fight Gaethje's meant to win because he wins these fights. The fucking shit with Shakur Stevenson and Joaquin Buckley before I let you go to bed. All right, let's just say I don't know what the fuck Shakur Stevenson fights at. I think it's like 135, 145 pounds. Do you believe there's a chance in hell this man beats Ilya Topuria in a boxing match? I don't think for a second that there is a chance, bro. I really don't. I know that everybody wants to talk about boxing, such a prolific sport, but dude, Shakur Stevenson does not possess that fucking power, dog. He does
Yeah,
not, bro.
that's the difference here is the power. But also you when you look back to Conor McGregor and Floyd Mayweather, you would think that Conor McGregor is the one with the power. He was the one that's
True.
putting people to sleep. So I mean the padding in those gloves has a whole lot difference. And but
Mm-hmm.
Ilya, that people have said that that man is so dense and he's the hardest hitter that they fought. Um, I think if
Yeah,
he
but
touches
Rob,
him, he puts him down.
yeah,
But
I guess
that's
that's a
that,
very
that
valid. That's a very valid
yeah.
aspect, actually. To be honest, I'm kind of turned over here, so I'm getting a little bit ahead of myself. I don't think Shakur Stevenson's like that at all. I think boxing is falling off a fucking cliff. I don't know why they're even trying to diss UFC. UFC's been consistently raising their ratings, and so he fights at featherweight, super featherweight, and what else did it say? Um, motherfucking lightweight. Those are all Ilya Topuria's weight classes, brother. I don't give a fuck. Give me Ilya Topuria. Oh well, I assume they be Ilya Topuria's weight classes, assuming that they're boxing has a fucking different weight class every 5 pounds. So, but I would be real with you. I would bet my fucking mortgage payment on Ilya Topuria to beat Shakur Stevenson in boxing. Man, I know he's an MMA fighter, but that dude's boxing is so fucking crisp, bro. It is so fucking crisp, bro. It is. It is so fucking crisp, man. The power is there. The speed is there. The discipline is there. The not taking stupid shots is there. I look homeless the way my hair is doing today. I knew I should have put a fucking hat on. But yeah, no, I got Ilya, bro, in a fucking fight like that. Joaquin Buckley loses to every fucking boxer in the division. Be real with you, because Joaquin Buckley, this motherfucker is just not like that. He's the
Yeah.
worst guy, the worst fucking guy to put in a boxing beef because he can't fucking put together 3 straight punches without looping one. But Ilya Topuria would beat Shakur Stevenson. And I'm saying this to get this clip because I'm going to post it, and I pray to God the haters interact with our fucking page because I am accepting all fucking smoke for my boy Ilya Topuria, dog.
Chomping at the bit, son.
I am
That's what I'm
chomping like a
talking about.
motherfucker. I am hungry. Give me a slice of pizza. I'm gonna chomp that motherfucker down.
And then we do have confirmation that Ian Gary is in fight camp, and it is all but confirmed officially by the UFC that he will be fighting Islam Makhachev.
That's so crazy to me, dude. That's just so crazy to me that they think he deserves it more than Morales or Prates. It's just so crazy. Leon's never been
I
finished
think that
before.
they're gonna do Morales versus Prates more than likely.
I think that's so silly, bro. I mean, it's gonna be a banger fight, but that's so silly, bro. You could line both of them up as contenders for Islam. One of them's already dropped. I mean, I would never support a decisionator getting a title shot over a dude who has not
hundred
went
percent.
past a
Yeah,
dude who has not went past a fucking second round.
I got attacked on Twitter for saying that Carlos Prates could be in line above Ian Gary, but you look at the way you look at Ian Gary's fights, and they're all decisions. They're all point fighting. I mean, Carlos Prates, he took his L and then came back and just was knocking people out. That's what gets you a title fight in the UFC. Marlon Morales, Michael Morales, knocking everybody out. That's what
Yeah,
gets you a title fight in the UFC. I mean, you
yeah.
can go point fight people to death, and then I mean, I don't know. I mean, Ian Gary's
Him,
a talented striker, and he's fun during fight week and shit like that. But I do
yeah.
not think that he deserves it. I
No,
think it should be Morales, honestly.
it felt like he was begging for scraps after he beat Bilal Muhammad and was doing that whole promo. There's no one better than me. There's no one who's winning fights like me. Motherfucker, just the week before, both guys finished fighters that arguably might beat
Right.
you. I think I think Sean Brady beats him. I think Leon Edwards beats him. And I fucking hate Leon Edwards, dude. I do not understand the Rocky hype at all. And to sit there and say that bullshit, apparently it fucking worked if that's the case. But yeah, no, I mean, you got a dude who's never seen a third round. I think he's seen the third round one time against Adam Fugit. Came in and knocked everybody else out in the first or second round. I mean, he made Sean Brady look obsolete, made him look like just awful. He knocked his nose back normal. And then Protez came out, Leon Edwards turned into a grappler again against him. He's like,
How do you go in and dominate the number one contender, who at the time was Sean Brady, and not get a title shot? How is there
yep,
somebody that does not dominate his opponents, jump ahead
I
of you
just,
just based off
I
record
don't,
alone and
yeah,
get it? But we
I
shall
don't
see.
know. Now, who knows, man? All I know is Islam is going to fucking turn that dude into booty meat. It's gonna be terrible. It's gonna be a boring fight. Ian Gary's not going. What the fuck's he gonna do, bro? Let's be real. What the fuck is he gonna do to Islam? Oh, he's gonna throw a head kick. He's gonna throw a head kick. Islam's not fucking Gabe Green. Islam knocked out one of the fucking goats in Volk with a motherfucking head kick, dude. I'm sorry, but like you're not. Whatever he is envisioning is not going to fucking happen. It's just not going to fucking happen, bro. It's not.
I see ways to victory for Ian Gary in that fight. If this does in fact happen, but I mean, it's I don't agree with it. I don't agree with that
It's
being the
gonna sound
placement.
crazy, but I would rather see Usman fight Islam. It's like
I
I
think that's
know
a
it
better
sounds.
fight.
I think that Usman possesses more threats on the ground, and Usman is competent enough on the feet because he only hurts with his knees on the ground. His knees only hurt on the ground when he's fighting. He says when he's walking in real life, they hurt walking on concrete. I get it, but he's able to put that shit into his backpack for 25 minutes. I don't think he'll beat Islam, but I think that is a phenomenal fight, dude. That's fucking one of the. I know he's from Nigeria or whatever, but this dude's basically fucking American, dog. I'm sorry, he's been around so goddamn long. If anybody fights Islam, it's gonna be the American prospect in that fight. Usman talks fucking just like he's American. He fights like an American wrestler. I mean, dude, he would win. I'm not gonna say he'd win that fight, but he's gonna win some exchanges on the
100%.
ground, you know. And so I don't see Ian Gary winning fucking one. His guy that he's basing off of that is the guy that Islam knocked down and put in the arm triangle in Charles Oliveira. I mean, you arm triangle Charles Oliveira. Are you not God? You know. I mean, I just don't get it, bro. I don't get the UFC. I don't know who the fuck's matchmaking. Give me the fucking job. I'll put together better fights. They'll be pissed at me. I don't care. I'll come out there with a golf club. We could fight about their rankings. But they would be fucking mad if I was a matchmaker, dude, because I would not be giving half these dudes the fucking chances they're begging for. The fact that he didn't fucking get any penalty for sticking both of his fucking fists in Bilal Muhammad's eyes, didn't get any penalty at all. I mean, when you do this, what fucking fight stance is this? What fucking fight stance is this, dog? I mean,
Grasshopper.
yeah, yeah, yeah. I guess. I don't know, but yeah, we'll have to see. We'll have to see if it's confirmed. We'll have to see how it plays out, and I'm gonna be pissed if it happens. I'm gonna be real with you. I'm gonna be an upset guy, and I'm gonna take Islam just for the hate. I don't give a fuck.
All right. Well, I think that wraps us up for the evening.
Yes, it does. I am going to pound the rest of this fireball and edit some videos and possibly make some hate videos on Ian Gary because I'm just so upset that this motherfucker might get the next title shot.
I don't hate
I
Ian Gary. I just do not agree with this title
I
shot
I'm gonna be
placement.
real with you. I don't hate Ian Gary, but I don't fucking like him neither. And I'm so tired of this dude cutting WWE promos for decision fights. It's so fucking
Yeah.
stupid.
Yeah.
But
I
yeah,
agree.
with that being
Y'all
said, you
make
got to
sure.
work. I'm gonna let you
Yep.
get out of here.
Everybody make sure to like and subscribe and please comment under the videos. Talk to us. We'd love to talk to you. And we will see y'all next week.
Sometime soon,
Have a
hopefully.
good night.
Yes, sir. Be careful, bro. Good luck tomorrow.